Okay, Mrs. Francis Gibson, thank you so much for being a part of this interview. And a happy International Women's Day 2015 to you in advance.
Thank you very much, and to you as well.
Thank you very much. I just have a few questions I'd like to ask you, just so you could share a bit of your experience with the Vincentian public, even as we talk about the achievements and advancements of women in politics in this panel discussion that we are having. I know that you served as an elected representative in the House of Parliament, and you served in different ministries, for example, the Ministry of Health, as well as Ministry dealing with gender affairs. Could you say something about what you would say was your greatest challenge serving as a woman parliamentarian?
Well, since in my youth, I tried to do everything I could do quite well. That was a challenge for me, and I did the best I could in those times. But I was scared of going into politics because I can't remember anyone who served in politics except Miss Joshua, Mrs. Joshua. She was in politics. And I said, if Miss Joshua did it, then I certainly could.
Okay.
So that was my position.
Okay.
And when I went in, I realized that there was need for women in politics. Okay, because there are things that the men couldn't answer. And you would be, we as women would be able to do it. So for that I was grateful for the chance. Okay.
Wonderful. Did you feel like as a woman you were held to different standards or different expectations of you?
Well, I am not a kind of person that, I've never been a person that somebody could dominate. Okay? I had my own views about things, and if I have a particular view, nobody could change it. Okay? Because I, as a woman talking for women, would know what we do, how we do it, and the kind of attitude of mind that women are likely to have. Men could not know that.
Okay. You spoke earlier about being a little afraid at first. If you were to give your opinion as to what are some of the reasons that perhaps we don't have more women involved in politics today, what would you say some of those reasons are or could be?
I think there are a number of men who would say anything that comes to their mouth, and women were listening to that, be confused sort of, or annoyed sort of. But I never came across that sort of thing. I asked a question, and I would answer the question as I view it, and that didn't bother me. I suppose it's because I have been a teacher for a lot of years, so I'm accustomed to talking out and all that sort of thing.
Okay, all right then. So your experience as a teacher would have sort of prepared you to be able to face the public nature of politics. Okay. Could you say something about maybe a favorite memory or what you enjoyed the most about your work in politics as a woman?
One of the things that I liked very much is because women talked with me. I would go in certain villages and so on, and they would talk with me and tell me what they do like and that sort of thing. And they wish me well. They wish me well. And they would tell me, yes, I know you can do it, so you don't have to worry. All you have to do is you express yourself, and people will listen to you.
So you feel like you had the support of other
Oh
women?
yes, oh yes, oh yes. I never had any difficulty dealing with them.
Okay. And did most of your work consist of working with women? What kind of things do you remember accomplishing among women? I remember once you told me about helping to set up gardens and talking to them about certain life skills and so on in Georgetown.
I worked a lot in Georgetown. I worked a lot with young women,
Yes.
mostly, you know. And we got along fine because I would teach them how to behave themselves in public and how to behave themselves all the time,
Okay.
you know, to make sure that they don't allow anybody to abuse them and get away with it.
Okay. So to stand up for their rights.
That's right.
Okay.
But then, you know, we would have classes because I had a group in Georgetown that I used to work with.
Okay.
And we'd have discussions. Pardon me. We'd have discussions about certain things. We talk about their children because a number of these girls had at least a child, so that was why they left school in the first place.
Okay.
You know. So we talk about children, how to take care of children, how to avoid having children, a lot of children at an early age. And then there are times when I allowed them to say what they want to do.
Okay.
You know, and I used to have a lot of fun with them. And one of the things we did as well was to learn to cook properly.
Okay. Cooking classes. Very nice. So, Mrs. Francis Gibson, I'm so happy that God has allowed us the opportunity to still have your own, because from my checks, and I stand corrected, but I believe that you are our eldest former elected woman parliamentarian alive. And I am grateful for that. I understand your 84th birthday is coming up
Yes, true.
on the 26th of March,
That's right.
in the same month as International Women's Day. And we have you, a historical figure among us as women, in a field where we don't see very many women. So the last thing I would like to ask you, if you were to say something to women looking at you, young people, older women, concerning getting involved in politics, would you encourage women to get involved, and if so, why?
As long as any woman has the capability of expressing themselves properly, then I'd say go for it.
All right. Well, there you have it. Mrs. Yvonne Francis Gibson, former elected parliamentarian in the House of Assembly of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, chatting with us a bit about her achievements and experience in politics in Parliament. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And may God bless you.
Yes.
Love you very
Well,
much.
I sincerely hope that you become a very good politician, better than I was, because you have had the experiences in order to make you good.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Okay.